Hello, everybody. I'm Jimbo.
I'm Kemper.
Welcome to the stand. Ernie, are you out there, little buddy?
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Come here, kitty, 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 kitty. Come here and watch this little video we got. Actually, 8 little videos we got for you tonight.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's going to be a good night, guys. It's going to be a great
From
night.
your brother's murder trial. But actually, the defense put you on trial. Did you know that? Skern dog.
The big hero. Yeah. The big hero.
Sometimes the hero is actually the GOAT, right?
Absolutely.
You know? I mean, we got some coverage for tonight, you know.
Y'all need to go tell your friends that we're about to blow the top off this.
Yeah, we're gonna
come tune in.
Give it a couple minutes and set this up. But I was uploading, downloading, and then uploading videos for tonight, and oh my goodness, I was blown away.
He's like, dude, call me when you can.
I was shook,
he never says call me.
No, I never say call me.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So the defense apparently 100% believes that Ernie Shell was the guilty party in the murder of former Everett's mayor, Ronnie King.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there was quite a bit of lying going on the stand. I'll tell you that right now. But
some things are facts.
There was truth too. Yeah. I mean, there's some video evidence that really blew my mind today, man. I mean, my goodness, just insane. So we'll go ahead and start setting it up. Well, let's build up to it. Let me start with a different video. Let me look up some videos here. And I've got them queued up, but I want to make sure I play you guys the right stuff. And we want to. It's going to be. I'm telling you, every video is going to mean something. I promise. Like, it's just
very significant things.
Yeah, the stuff that I mean, it's every bit of it. Like, just the whole shebang. Let me see. There's 8 of them, so let me check far we'll go down here.
And guys, thanks for reaching out today. There's been a lot of significant contacts made today. People reaching out to me and Jimbo. Thank you. Thank you for your involvement. Thank you for coming forward to us and letting us know. These things are very helpful. So, yeah, please, if you got something that you need to reveal that can help with this, please come and let us know. because there are a lot of things that are working behind the scenes that we can't talk about. But do know there's a lot of significant things being worked on. And they're almost to a head. So thank you for bringing that information. Thank you for telling people about the stand, about Ernie Shell. This is what we need to keep doing, guys. Keep the momentum. It's been great.
Okay. We got a couple of things I want to set up first, and we'll get to the main event later on in the show. But because, I mean, if I lead with the big shebang,
Mm-hmm.
the rest of it's just, you know, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all great. It's all great. But, you know, once you get to that one part, like that's the finale, man. That's bringing it home.
Yeah. The fat lady be singing.
Oh my goodness, she's gonna sing like a canary.
Yep.
All right, so let's play a couple little videos that just shows a little setup. Now, at this point in the trial, we are to the defense presenting their case, and the defense represents Shelby Shell. And as you know, and he will be glad to tell you, the star of the prosecution was none other than Ernest Mac Shell. So his testimony really is key. I mean, he's the one. He'll tell you he brought a savage line to justice, right? All right, so we'll start with this lady he lived with. Is that on the screen? Can you see that?
Hold on, man.
Let me see. Yeah, you can. I can see it.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna mute myself, and this part is the lady Ernie lived with for approximately 6 months, and there's significant testimony here. She's also the one who said Ernie Shell put a gun to her head, and she also wrote it on a Post-it note that if anything ever happened to her, Ernie Shell was behind it. She said that on the stand, on the witness stand, under oath. Now, Ernie's sister and his uncle, both just as big a liar as Ernie is.
Right.
So you really got to take what they say with a grain of salt. But this lady, this mother, has no reason to lie. No reason whatsoever.
And it's going to make her testimony seem a little bit more real. And for those that mentioned that she seemed really scared, you could sense that fear in her voice. It will make a lot more sense.
And she's not a woman scorned. She's not mad at Ernie because they're not together, because they never were together. They worked together at a gas station. And they rode back and forth to work. And Ernie, you know, like he does, hey, I need, somewhere to stay. I'm staying in my car. Can I stay with you? And, she's a friendly lady and opened up her home to this scary, scary individual. So we'll play this little video right here. And I'm going to mute myself so you guys can hear it. It's about 2 minutes long. Forgive me, I put a little stuff in the beginning of the videos to kind of brand them and also, make sure there's trigger warnings and everything with all our videos now. So not that we had any complaints, but just to cover all the bases. So I'm going to mute and play this first video.
He lived with me for about 6 months. Do you know Ernie Shell to be someone who was truthful or untruthful? Untruthful. Can you describe generally his state of truthfulness. He lies about who he is. He has made threats towards me, towards my whole family. Did he at one time keep some of his personal items at your home? He did. Did he keep a laptop at your home? Yes. Did he shoot up that laptop in your backyard? It was not in my backyard. It was down the road. And did you bring that laptop to the defense investigation team at some point? Yes, I did. Had he attempted to make fake IDs? Not that I'm aware of. He made fake Facebook accounts, though, pretending to be other people. Did you at one time fear for your life because of your information?
They would approach.
Okay.
Okay, so there's quite a bit of significance here in this video because, she doesn't lie. She could have easily lied about, they asked her, was the laptop shot up in her backyard? Actually, no, it wasn't. It was shot up down the road. They asked her if she saw Ernie Shell make fake IDs. She said no. But she did say that was Ernie's laptop.
Well, and he
In
made
another
Facebook
video-
accounts. Yeah.
Yeah, in another video, you're going to see defense investigator ID that laptop as the one that's been shot up. But you know what? He missed the hard drive. So she could have lied about a couple things, which really makes me believe she's telling the truth about the others.
Do we find out why he shot up the laptop?
It froze up.
So just trash, and he was just beating it up. Okay.
Yeah. So he decided, I'm just going to shoot this MFer, and blew it up. So she also says, that he's makes multiple Facebook accounts. Now, Big Ern likes to call people trolls and say they have multiple Facebook accounts. Well, if that ain't the pot calling the kettle black, I don't know what is. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So Ernie is tangling himself up here in a web of deceit. And you've already seen Ernie's testimony where he makes outlandish claims, tells wild stories, and just like he's doing right now on YouTube, right? Just like he's doing every night, 3 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Telling anybody to listen that, his rehearsed jargon that I brought a savage line to justice. Well, I think that we got a little bit different stories on that. And let's see. The next video, go ahead and talk, Matt. If you got something to say there, I'm going to look up this next one.
I'm just over here reading these comments.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
No, you're good, bro.
I got you. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I've seen Ernie doxing quite a few people today in that little live of his. It was pretty telling of where he's at with things, Like you can see he's stressing.
Hey, we got a new sub, Jesse Crib. Good to have you here, Jesse. Good to have you.
Hey, Jesse.
Yeah, Ernie's he's real big about attacking his subs, and you don't dare cross Ernie on his show because he's daddy, right?
Well, he don't like to be undermined.
Yeah, he'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
He'll tell you straight up. I don't like to be undermined because I do it at all costs.
That's coming from
yeah.
a 10-year-old,
Yeah. But we're going to hear this defense investigator. Her name is Jessica Wells. I tried to click on the closed captioning, but it wouldn't come on for that one. So hopefully you guys can hear this good enough. And so I'm going to go ahead and mute and play the defense investigator who really, really has a lot of good stuff on Ernie. And whew, it's good. All right, so I'm going to mute now.
When you talked to Pam Stidham, she told you about a computer.
Yes.
Could you tell the jury about that computer?
Pam had this computer that belonged to Ernie, and that he had, it had froze up and became aggravated, and he showed holes in the computer.
I'm just gonna hold up. Is this the computer you got from Pam?
Yes. Well, yep, that's it.
It's the same computer that Pam said belonged to Ernie, right?
Yes.
Were you able to get any information off of that computer?
Yes, we took it to a gentleman that is very technologically intelligent, and he pulled some data off the basic hard drive for us.
Okay. So when you said we, you were.
Right. So she doesn't know a whole lot about computers. She knows that laptop had a bunch of bullet holes in it, and she identified it. And guess what wasn't harmed?
The hard drive.
Hard drive. Kind of funny. It's kind of ironic. The hard drive, and you would think the person who had that computer, you would call it the soft or limp drive, but it's actually the hard drive. It's actually the hard drive.
Well, I mean, and this goes to show a lot of people that Ernie doesn't know a lot about technology. He's not out there hacking you and that kind of stuff. I mean, he didn't think enough to destroy the evidence on his hard drive. So, I mean,
yeah, let me tell you, this evidence is really, really incriminating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just it's I don't know how to express how shocked I was to see this stuff. Like, he's not a very good criminal.
No.
Right? It's just you don't do the stupid things he's done and leave all these friggin' gaps and
Crumbs, pretty much.
crumbs behind.
He's just left a trail, man.
It's so easy, as to quote the great Colonel, it's too easy. This is too easy, guys. Literally. Wow. This is too easy. Wow. So you've heard about Ernie's multiple Facebook profiles. You want to hear about some more profiles?
Sure.
All righty.
This is the picture that you printed off Facebook, right?
Yes.
And do you believe that to be Ernie Jones?
Yes.
Okay, can you show the next picture, which would be the printout of the lifeout.com profile?
Do you want the picture or do you want the profile?
Yes, the picture on the profile. We'll get to that picture later. Right there. Okay. Obviously, Ernie Jones' name is not on this, right?
Right.
Can everybody in the church see that? Now, if you could show the third picture where you zoomed in on the Facebook picture. And you created that picture from the Facebook picture, right?
No, I did not create that from the Facebook.
Oh, you didn't?
I clicked on the profile picture on Lifeout, and that's how that picture was.
Oh, okay. So that's the
Because
Lifeout picture.
if you see, this picture and that picture are one and the same picture.
Okay. Your Honor, I'd like to introduce these two pictures in evidence.
Mm-hmm. That's Ernie.
Ah, well. Yeah, not today. Looks like Gay for Pay might be just the real thing there. Now, good 12011. What's up? I mean, looks like he's hunting for a little loving. Not McLovin either,
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was good. McLovin, I like it. But good old Ern. I think he got busted right there in court by an investigator by the defense team. What do you think?
Well, I believe so. I mean,
That was
that wasn't just a subtle outing.
Match up for you?
Well, but that's not just a subtle outing of a person.
Right. Oh, it's harsh, man.
Like,
it's harsh.
Man, those hinges are obliterated, brother. To that closet door, man. Like, he was jerked out. Like, come here.
Sorry. I got a little excited. Yeah. Hey, listen. It's funny and not funny in the gay way. It's just funny that he's just now finding out about this. Like, he didn't know that everybody knew. Hell, I didn't even know that anybody knew that he was, poop shooter. I didn't know.
Right.
I said nuke shooter. That's a former wrestler we had. In case anybody heard me wrong.
I got you.
I was not degrading. #Ern. By the way, he has been in contact with the FBI, and they have informed him.
And the U.S. Marshals.
Yes, that #URN is a threat.
A terrorist threat.
He has over 1,000 screenshots of you people and my people and we people and
the people.
All the people
using
#Ern. So I'm sorry.
Let's get about 2,000. How about that, guys?
Yeah.
Let's shoot for 2,000
right now. Let's see it. And make sure you spell it URN because it hurts his feelings if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
While you guys start spelling out that, maybe throw up a 1 in the chat for us, and you'll see one more video. How about that? How about we let Miss Jessica Wells continue on with what she found out on that laptop?
Let's do that, man.
I mean, the gay stuff is out now, but his world is we're getting ready to be shook.
Yeah.
He is the bounty hunter, right?
Private investigator, bounty hunter, executive security, predator hunter, you name it. He's been a boxing champ, a professional boxing champ, an MMA champ, like all of these things. Yeah. He's the man.
Well, let's see what Miss Jessica Wells has to say. I'm going to mute and give the floor to Miss Wells.
some pictures of Jason masks. Can you see
Yes.
those?
Yes, I can.
Okay. And specifically, I'm going to put on a couple of things here. This is a picture of a fugitive recovery agent image.
Yes.
And this is a fugitive recovery agent badge.
Yes.
And again, I'm not going to open up every one of these, but just finally, can you see this one here that says fugitive recovery agent right there?
Yes, I
And
can.
that was all on Ernie Shell's computer.
Yes, it was.
Okay, now I'm going to take you to just one more set of pictures. Obviously, there's more face badges, but I'm going to show you this one.
Yes.
That's Ernie Shell right there,
Yes, it is.
and that is a fugitive recovery agent badge.
Yes, it is.
And I'm going to refer back to this picture.
Yes.
Can you see that?
Yes, those appear to be the same type of.
And those are all pictures you got from Ernie Shell's computer.
Yes, sir. It is.
Your Honor, I'd like to move.
Well, ain't that a pickle? Did you see that, Matt? Don't tell me you're not here. You can't hear me. Are you muted?
No, man, it's playing.
Listen, ain't that a pickle?
Oh, man.
Why are we making fake fugitive recovery badges if we're a real fugitive recovery agent, dude?
Yeah. I mean,
What
I know he
reason
could be
would
making,
you have?
it could be a side gig where he's cashing in on that. Who knows? But we know he
I
has
don't know
it.
how great the market would be for a fugitive recovery agent badge. Do you?
Well, he's probably got the inside on that, man.
And the one he had was just like the one on his computer.
Mm-hmm. But he's the real
Identical.
deal, guys. The real deal. Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Hey, if
You know?
any of you guys know the little fella, you need to let him know he's getting exposed tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you fake, you phony, you fraud, you liar, you scumbag, you are exposed.
Mm-hmm. And we've not even really scratched the surface.
Not even come close. Not even come close.
Just wait, guys. Just wait.
Yeah. Hey, I told you, we're saving the thunder for last, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're going to bring the thunder here in a little bit. And then we're going to have a little fun in the chat.
We're going to rattle that cage
Oh, my gosh.
a
Oh,
lot.
my gosh. All right. So, I think it's probably about time. Let me cue this up. It's probably going to make a little noise here. So, let me see if I can mute it first. And then if it makes any noise, I don't know. No, that's good. I figured it out. What do you think? All right. So, I'm going to mute, and we're going to give Miss Jessica Wells the floor one more time. I hope you're watching her. This one's for you, little buddy.
Three and 3.1 respectively will be marked by the clerk.
Ms. Rose, when you were looking at the Facebook profiles of Ernie Shell, did he have any jobs listed?
Yes, he did.
What were some of them?
Some of those were private investigator, fugitive recovery agent. I don't know how to answer that.
Bounty hunter?
Yes, bounty hunter. And rebel bondsman.
Did you do any investigation into whether Ernie was an actual bail bondsman?
Yes, I did.
Could you tell the jury kind of what you did leading up to this trial, the investigation you took?
Yes. In Tennessee, there is a Association for Professional Bail Agents, and it's called TAPVA, TAPVA, is their abbreviation. They're based out of Nashville, Tennessee, and they have a record of every licensed bail agent in the state of Tennessee.
I want to stop you. Can you be a bail agent and not be licensed in Tennessee?
No, not.
Is it Tennessee law that you have to be licensed?
Yes,
Okay. Did you check and see if Ernie Shell was licensed?
yes, I did.
And was Ernie Shell licensed?
I can read you the letter from Ms. Hogg if you would like.
Well, in your investigation, did you ever find out if he was licensed?
No, never.
Okay, and then since Mr. Shell's testimony, double check your investigation.
Yes.
Something ain't adding up here, Mr. Kemper.
There,
What is the deal with our bounty hunter friend?
well, it seems like his story's not holding any water. Like no retention at all.
I mean, okay. You lied, dude. Y'all ever heard that Reba McEntire song, You Lied?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just playing over and over in my head right now. Dude is caught lying red-handed about every freaking thing. And I don't think I have the video uploaded. I thought I did, but I'll see if I do, but I don't think I did. But Miss Wells also claims that Ernie, or unless I miss it, was one of the jobs he listed was a sheriff's deputy. They checked, and he wasn't, and that's impersonating law enforcement officers.
Absolutely.
So, anyway,
it goes
they bring
along with his
in-
1,156 arrest.
right?
Goes right with it.
But yeah, he's got a lot. He's got a lot of arrests for somebody that doesn't even have a license to be a bounty hunter, right?
Right.
Are
those like kidnappings or something? Is that what he did? Like, I
Yeah.
don't get it.
And did you hear her at the end? Now, this is at the trial. Did you double check since his testimony? Yes, I did.
So not just in 2013, but in 2019, they rechecked.
Right. No license.
Exactly.
So I don't know, Ern. Are you a fraud? Are you a fake?
Seems to be.
Are you going to still take me to jail, or
Come and arrest us yourself, man.
Yeah. I mean, we should have named this show Exposed.
I mean, there's a few different names, but yeah, that one works too.
Like Tiger King ain't got nothing on you, little buddy. He ain't got a thing on you. I'm telling you.
You are going to have your own TV show, just not the one you planned on.
I've got a short video here that I'm going to play. And like it's the shortest one of the day, I think. And it's just, I'll go ahead and let you know what's happening in case you can't hear the guy very well. It's the lead detective. It's the guy that Ernie and I spoke to when we went to Harlan and told him what was told to us by his brother.
All right.
He tells the jury right here and right now that when he interviewed Shelby the day he arrested him, Shelby said, Ernie set me up.
Yep.
Ernie set me up. My brother set me up. And later you're going to, I'm going to upload some text messages. And Shelby claimed that Ernie and him exchanged some text messages. And those messages are word for word what Shelby said they were. Word for word. You're going to see the phone records. It's pretty much, Ernie made a crazy, how he's always throwing these numbers out. I'm busy with Lucinda. She's mad or something. I'll call you in 13 minutes. Okay, why 13 minutes? I mean, what the world? But anyway, Shelby remembered that. And, word for word, told him, text message, I love you, brother. More than the air I breathe. I love you. And Shelby just could not understand why he loved his brother so much. And his brother would throw him under the bus like that. And I'm going to tell you guys, actually, I'm going to play the next video and then we'll talk a little bit. All right, I'm going to mute and I'll play.
And in that, Shelby said, and I'm going to summarize here for better or worse, that Ernie set him up. You remember him saying that?
Yes, sir, I do.
And he said, you can look at my phone records. Do you remember him saying that?
That sounds like something he would say, yes, sir.
And he consented to the DNA?
He did consent to the Michael Google swab for DNA testing, yes, sir, he did.
Okay.
So, baby brother consented, offered up his DNA. And told the detective, Ernie set me up.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie likes to play the blame game, and of course he got the same story from Shelby that I got. That's a fact. Ernie likes to say that I gave Shelby a gun. No, that gun was stolen from my house. The defense think you stole it.
Yep.
The defense says you stole it. I think Shelby stole it. Either way, it was gone from my house. And then you tried to identify it. You said you saw it. You said it was a 38.
Blued out 38.
Blued out
Smith and Wesson.
38 Smith and Wesson.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Nice.
let me tell you,
That's a nice little misdirection on his part.
mm-hmm. My gun that went missing from my house that we thought was used in the murder of Ronnie King
Mm-hmm.
was a 38 special stainless steel Rossi revolver, not a Smith & Wesson. And so Ernie claims he never saw the handle, but then in his testimony, it's on our channel. In his testimony, he says Shelby left the gun in the car and got out to use the bathroom. I thought about grabbing the gun and shooting him to save people's lives. I thought you didn't see the gun. Like, you lie so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy for people to see. It's easy. It's too easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's too easy for people to see. And I can't even begin to set up the next couple of videos.
They're
These
pretty
are
much
the ones-
self-explanatory.
These are the ones that have me so shook. I couldn't believe it when I heard it, because I'd never heard it until today. And I'm going to tell you that my mind has changed quite a bit on some stuff.
Yep.
Lot.
You can't really deflect the truth when it's presented like that. You know what I mean? You can't really push it away. You have to, no matter what your stance was, once you see the truth, you have to go with it. You know what I mean? So,
Somebody share our email address. Starry Night Tracy M wants it. But I'm gonna set these next videos up. There's 2 more to go today, and believe me, we want to have more. But this is the cream of the crop, the big finale, if you want to say that. This is the defense talking to the jury and presenting their final arguments. And man, oh man, did they have something to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you guys remember? Throw up a 1 in the chat if you remember Miss Lucinda Lay, the one who broke down and said Ernie was going to hang her grandkid from the ceiling fan. She said Ernie always used her car, wouldn't allow her to use it, and ended up blowing it up. And then she broke down on the stand because Ernie blew her car up. It was a 2012 Dodge Caliber station wagon looking car. And the murder took place in 2013, so it was a brand new car. Brand new. Anyway, remember that testimony when you watch these next couple of videos. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself and cue them up. So
Okay.
maybe a couple seconds of dead air, unless you got something to go on, Kemper.
No, you're good, brother. Just go ahead and cue it up, man. This is a significant thing, guys. Maybe we'll play it a couple of times just so everybody can get a feel for it. You know what I mean? Can't hear it.
There may not be any music on this one.
They did collect the funeral home video from Edwards, and I'm not gonna replay that whole thing, but as we were watching it earlier, the first few seconds, look for a Dodge Caliber, the car that Lucinda said Ernie was driving, her car. Look for that smoke flare around 9-ish in the morning, because the time's not exactly right on the and think about how close a time what appears to be a Dodge Caliber driving up Kelly Street is to the plume of smoke coming from the house. Okay.
In the words of the great #Ern, wow. Wow.
Did everybody pick up on what she was saying?
Okay, when the man was murdered, the murderer set a fire in the house to try to burn off all the evidence, try to burn the house down. Okay? In the video from the funeral home, you see the smoke coming up from the house, and Mr. King lived on Kelly Street. And then in the video, you see driving down Kelly Street, what the jury saw was a Dodge Caliber. The vehicle that Lucinda Lay said Ernie was always driving that belonged to her. The one he blew up. And that's what shook me so bad today. I don't believe Ernie was there when Ronnie King was killed. I don't believe it. But I do have a new theory and a belief, and it's really disturbed me. I probably won't sleep be honest with you. And I don't see how Ernie sleeps, and I don't think he does much, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, he's on YouTube 20 hours out of the day.
Right.
But here's my theory. I'm just going to throw it out there, and I think the fence had a theory that was pretty close, and they definitely had a theory that Ernie Shell committed the murder, and 6 of those juries believed that. 6 of them.
Yep.
But I think that because Shelby told us that he went back and tried to burn off fingerprints. He did tell us that. I don't care what the defense says. He did tell us that. So, yeah, in my opinion, I think Shelby was on his way back from Everts to Berea. About the halfway point is Corbin, where I lived and where Ernie lived with Lucinda Lay. In my opinion, I think now that Shelby stopped in Corbin and thought, oh my God, what do I do? I've left fingerprints. Because that's what he said he went back and burnt the house for, is to get rid of fingerprints.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit disturbed. I think, in my opinion, he stopped and called his big brother. Ernie's the oldest in the family.
He loved Ernie.
Brother, yeah, he loved him with all his heart. He told him that in text, I love you with more than the air that I breathe. I love you. And I think he called his brother in Corbin, or went by his house in Corbin, and said, brother, I need you. I've committed a heinous crime. And I know, because you just ask Ernie, he'll tell you. He's an expert investigator and an expert bounty hunter. So I believe, in my opinion, Shelby went to Ernie's and said, I need your help. I need you to help me. I've screwed up. I committed this crime and I left fingerprints. And I believe, in my opinion, those 2 drove back to Harlan and set fire to that house. And you see that Dodge Caliber
To Everett.
driving down, in Everts. And you see that Dodge Caliber driving down the street where the house has just been set to fire. My dog is always crying, Sarah, because it's a boxer and she is full panic mode because mommy is outside the room. She's in the kitchen cooking, and Anna's in here with me, and she's pouting.
She's got anxiety.
Good job, Mom. My daughter came in. All right. But yeah, this is my wife is in the next room, 2 rooms over in the kitchen cooking, and the dog just can't stand it. I mean, it's just, you can hear her panting too. She's just crazy.
Loves your mama.
Yeah. Now, if I were in the other room and neither one of us was in here with us, she would tear through the door with her paws and stuff. Like, right now she's just panting, but she's ruined a mini wall and a mini door and mini carpets just digging and scratching because she was so panicked, But
You see that comment?
which one? Oh, the one Jesus, that what my husband and I were talking about last night. He thinks this too. I mean, and that's what the evidence shows. That's what the evidence shows. It's quite disturbing, and I'm just going to tell you, if I'm sitting on that jury and I hear what the jury heard, there's absolutely no way that I would convict Shelby beyond a reasonable doubt.
Right.
I mean, I just couldn't do it. I mean, I believe from what was presented, and maybe the prosecution has some to blame too, and they do. You know, now I think Mike Cornett's a great man, the lead detective. I think he's a hell of a man, but he admits that, you know, once he heard what was told to me and Ernie by Shelby, and heard Shelby's confession, that he didn't investigate any further.
And I think that's the way Ernie wanted it to work out too. I mean, he was going to write a book, and there was going to be a movie about that whole thing, and you know, I mean, it just like today, or in the present, he likes to try to manipulate situations to put himself into the spotlight. And I think he did it at his own brother's demise, really. I mean, yeah, I think his brother did the crime, but I really think that Ernie did go back and help him clean it up. Maybe that's why it was so damn sloppy. Because Ernie likes clutter. You know, you never know.
I appreciate everything you guys are saying in the chat. I'm reading through it, and I appreciate every bit of it. Thank you very much. But yeah, it's unbelievable. Like, I'd never heard this. You know, the trial was in 2019, and this is the first time I've heard it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, there's so many people that would tell me, you know, that they believed Ernie was in on it. And I'm like, no way, man. There's absolutely no way. I know Ernie wasn't part of it. Even up until yesterday, I was telling you guys that, you know, I just don't believe Ernie was involved. And man, I don't know. You know, I really, it's really disturbing. It's just.
That he was that, well, they were that close to your family.
You got freaking mad.
Yeah.
You know,
We have another video, and it's more of the prosecution. It's actually pretty much the end of the defense. It's pretty much the end of their closing argument. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what part of it they're going to say, that Ernie's uncle said he saw us kissing, and that we've had a 15-year relationship, and then I pay Ernie's cell phone bill, which is horseshit. I've never kissed a man in my life, ever. I don't even kiss my children, my boys, and I don't even kiss my girls. But if I did, it'd be on the top of the head or on the forehead. But I don't even kiss my boys on the forehead. You know, I mean, that's just not something that interests me. And as far as men, and it never has. There's, you know, I have gay friends. My daughter is a lesbian. You know, I'm not adversely affected by people's beliefs or feelings, but I'm not gay. So,
well, that and the whole phone thing. I mean,
yeah.
I know
The phone belongs to my daughter. You know, and she's 17 now, and this was 9 years ago. So she was what, 8 years old, and Ernie borrowed her phone and used it for a couple weeks. It's not like I paid Ernie's cell phone bill forever. Like, you know, it was an 8-year-old's phone, and he used it when he was there. And, you know, like I said, he was working. Him and Shelby were coming over and just about every day and working a little bit, because my house had burned down. And we were living in a rental house, and we were moving stuff around, and you know, it is what it is. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Okay, now.
Nicolina, that is hilarious.
Quit. It's not funny.
Don't make me start singing it, man. I will.
But yeah, if there would have been any kind of you know, if I would have been able to take the witness stand and refute that, like the idiot uncle says that we got in the car, and while in the car we kissed. I can't even kiss my wife in the car. Like, my neck has been broken. And I have 2 titanium discs in my neck. I cannot turn my neck. So for me to kiss somebody in a car, they would have to get in my lap. And it's ridiculous. So, but that's neither here nor there. I'm going to play this last video, and you're going to hear some more disturbing things. I'm going to go ahead and mute and let I don't know the defense attorney's name, but I'm going to let her take the floor here.
Pam came in and said Ernie's a liar, and friends with Jimbo threatened her. Lucinda came in and said Ernie's a liar. John Paul Madden came in and said Ernie's a liar. Amber Madden came in and said Ernie's a liar. John Paul said Ernie and Jimbo kissed in his driveway. The whole premise of the story that they told to Detective Hornet was that somebody was offering Mr. King a sex act to get into his home. And then Ernie denied being gay and has a profile on a gay website. And yes, there's a thing called catfishing and fake profiles. But you combine that with Ernie being in a relationship or friends with Jimbo for 15 years and kissing him in front of John Paul. And the other things that Ernie said that weren't exactly on the up and up. And I think it's pretty clear that he's gay, or at least bisexual. And it was pretty easy for him to think of that as a story for how to get into Ronnie King's house, even if it didn't happen. I think the Commonwealth said zip ties, I don't know, 100 times. There are some zip ties in those photos. There's a zip tie on the left wrist. We're not going to show it, but on the left wrist of Mr. King. There were zip ties on the floor that Mr. Bianchi caught in his photos, but Detective Hornet didn't collect or have tested for body fluids or DNA. Zip ties are one of those things that you see on TV in shows like Dog the Bounty Hunter, that you see in TV on Law & Order or CSI. Zip ties are something people use if they're fugitive recovery agents. To me, zip ties are the type of thing that Ernie Shell would use, and not the type of thing that would tie Shelby Shell to this event. Ernie and Jimbo went to Marvin Lidford first. Ernie said he searched on the internet about details of this case, and then when he had enough details to present a story, he called up Marvin. He didn't go directly to KSP. You just have to wonder what he was thinking there. You might not have to wonder too hard because he did admit that he's writing a book.
Did you guys hear that and understand what was going on there? Kipper, did you hear that?
No.
Come here, puppy, come here. Well, that's an Akita puppy. Now she's bitching about one to go outside. Come here, honey, come here. If anybody needs an Akita puppy, we got 4 we need to find homes for, and we're going to sell them, but they need the forever homes now. Come here. Come here and tell a story with me. Come on. Come on. Goodness gracious.
It is
Like a
so
child.
hard being a puppy, I swear.
Like against the door. But yeah, he's got some explaining to do. I mean, does that sound like the Ernie that you guys hear? Like, going to write a book, going to have a movie, going to be a movie star, going to.
And this is all in these receipts, him talking that, or people reporting that. So this is all official documentation. No matter what Ernie wants to claim, this is real. They've set out his lies, proven him to be a liar. No one came to his defense and said he was truthful or had any good character, really. He
Yeah,
shot up his
everybody called
laptop,
him a liar.
and how much evidence was on that laptop? You know?
Yeah.
And this
mean,
isn't no conspiracy against Ern. This is actual shit.
Yeah, there's more evidence against Ernie than there is against Shelby.
Hmm.
I mean, it's a fact. Hell, if I hadn't got the tape recording, Ernie would be in prison.
Yep. And
If there wasn't that confession on tape, Ernie's ass is sitting in prison right now.
Yep.
Guaranteed. I mean, he's gonna pout while you're in my lap too. Goodness gracious, you little teddy bear. But Ernie's his reputation for being a con man, a fake, a liar, and his dishonesty, even on the friggin' witness stand, he couldn't tell the truth.
right.
Had to
Under
tell
oath.
a friggin' story.
He swore on a Bible, folks,
Yeah.
and lied his ass off.
Had to tell a story, throw his hands up in the air, you know, like, can you believe it? Can you believe it? Dude. And looking down and wouldn't face nobody. His body language is terrible.
Hmm.
And then these closing arguments just rip him to shreds. Like, you know, if you're sitting on that jury, show me a hand or put a 1 in the chat if you think you would have voted not guilty for Shelby. Just based on the evidence, just on the Ernie stuff. If you would have voted not guilty for Shelby because he's not guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, put a 1 in the chat. There was no polygraph test. I think with Shelby's what they deemed as a what did they call that? An intellectual disability or something like
Yep.
that.
Hmm.
That they, I don't think they would do a polygraph test in that case. Now for Ernie, maybe, but I don't think they asked him to. But you know, like I said, unfortunately, the prosecution didn't investigate any further after they had a confession. I mean, you think if you got a tape confession, you got the guy. You got him.
Hey, what's up, Doug?
Hey,
How you
Doug,
doing, brother?
are you just getting in, man? We just played some blockbuster stuff.
We can go back over it, though.
Huh?
Yep. I said we can go back and play it again, too.
Yeah, I think some people wanted to see the first video about the car. So
Yeah.
I'm going to play
Go
that
back and
for
play
sure.
Lucinda's. Is that what you're saying?
No, the video I played before, the second to last video, the one with
Oh, okay.
the car driving down the street.
Well, I was going to say, do you have Lucinda's still there?
Yeah.
I was going to say you could play that, too. Because they talk about the car. A lot of these people might not have heard that or
Yeah,
seen
that's a
that.
good
That's all
idea.
I was saying. Because it's the key part. So it sort of gives it another real time.
For sure. Yeah,
everything
we'll play
together.
Lucinda, and she'll tell you about how Ernie wanted her car all the time and about how Ernie threatened her granddaughter. This is kind of blockbuster stuff, too. So I'm going to mute and play that video from Lucinda right now. I screwed up somewhere. Hang on just a second. Let me fix it. I fat fingered something. Hang on a second.
I see that. I was like, what in the world? He's gonna end up knocking this live off, turning it off. That's exactly right, Sunshine. That's what I would have done.
Did he ever threaten you or your family?
Yes,
Then can you give that? His issues with honesty. Did he ever threaten you or your family?
yes.
Then can you give that?
If I wouldn't let him have what he wanted, or have his own way, especially when it came to my car. He wanted my car. He would threaten to kill me. I made him really super mad one night, and I love my granddaughter very, very much. She was very small, she was only 2 or 3 years old. And he said that he would hang her up by the ceiling fan and choke her to death unless I did what he told me. I messed up. I gave him a ride from home, my car blew up. If I had anything to
Council
do,
approach, please.
So there you go. She's tore all to pieces, and she's telling you how much Ernie demanded her vehicle, her car. If I wouldn't let him have my car, he would threaten me.
Yep.
You know, like, especially my car, she says. Her car is a 2012 Dodge Caliber.
Same car that was seen leaving Ron King's house right after the fire started.
Certain things you can write off as coincidence, but all this stuff, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, before I show these other videos, I want to, the people coming in now, just catch them up. We've shown videos of Ernie's hard drive where he made fake fugitive recovery IDs. He tried to shoot that laptop to pieces with a gun, but did not hit the hard drive. The expert marksman missed the hard drive. So, yeah. And then, you get all that evidence. And then this car, unreal. Like, you just heard her say all that about how he demanded her car. So I'm going to play the defense in closing arguments talking about her car. Let me mute myself.
They did collect the funeral home video from Edwards, and I'm not gonna replay that whole thing, but as we were watching it earlier, the first few seconds, look for a Dodge Caliber, the car that Lucinda said Ernie was driving, her car. Look for that smoke flare around 9-ish in the morning, because the time's not exactly right on the phone. Think about how close a time what appears to be a Dodge Caliber driving up Kelly Street is to the plume of smoke coming from the house. Okay.
Bro, if I'm sitting on that, if I'm in that jury, I'm letting Shelby off.
Yeah, I mean, how can you beyond a reasonable doubt? Like there's reasonable doubt. Hell,
Not what
I know
I mean. I would
Shelby.
definitely try to bring charges, like I've seen stated. Try to bring charges on Ernie, but this should be like a joint charge, pretty much. Man, they were both involved, one way or
Yeah,
another.
Shelby tries to point the finger at Ernie, like he tells him, "Hey, my brother set me up,"
Do you have
but
that TV interview?
I do, but it's the audio is horrible. I'm gonna try to upload it and like turn it down low so the echo's not so bad, but try to get real close and
I
record it.
got you.
Oh
Right.
no, it's terrible. The audio is absolutely terrible. Um, but you got that video there where she demands that he says she demands her car all the time, the Dodge Caliber, which is like a station wagon type car. Dog, get over here. Come here. Like a station wagon type car. Come here, girl. And then the same car, the same model, color, appears to be, drives down the street where the murder took place as the flames and smoke are coming out of the top of the house. I mean, if that don't throw reasonable doubt all over the place, I don't know what does. Because especially with Lucinda Lay going up on the stand and saying, that he was always demanding her car, and she was afraid of it. Just like so many are now. There's so many emails, especially where Ernie has information on them, and he's blackmailing them or extorting them or threatening them and making them do things that they shouldn't have to do. Like he asked, I think it was Nicolina or Nikki in the was it Nikki in the video? Do you see a demon? Well, if there was a mirror there and you saw Ernie, you would say, "Hell yeah, right there's a demon." I mean, I don't see how. I just don't see how they didn't charge him with anything.
Right.
Now, I know the defense, all they cared about was getting their client off. But for the, justice, you would think they would have at least looked into the claims, but they didn't. They didn't. And don't think for a minute that Ernie's lying reputation, his lies that he was caught in on the witness stand, did not play a factor in the 6-6 hung jury. I mean, it was obvious that the jury was not going to convict him after that.
Well, I mean that sort of explains why Ernie claims to wake up in cold and hot sweats, and not being able to sleep, and all these, I guess, nightmares. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would explain a lot of it, possibly. That might be something really he's talking about.
Because if you go back and do the things that were done, now I'm not going to share them on here, and I'm never going to look at them again. But I showed Kemper the photos.
Yeah.
And
Disturbing, dude.
that may be a reason why I can't sleep.
Yep.
Hell, I can't hardly sleep thinking about it.
Yep.
I
mean, it was a shock, dude. I mean, that's something you don't forget seeing. At least not for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Doug. We should be calling different departments. I think a lot of people are starting to actually make some phone calls now and starting to report. And it's just going to get the pressure on him is going to get worse and worse. Hopefully, some people see these videos and see the real, true killer inside. I mean,
At least the predator inside.
yeah. Oh man, make no mistake about it. If you can go back and burn a man who's duct taped to death
Mhm.
and with bullets in his head, and you can set his body on fire, then you're more than a predator. More than a predator. Yeah, it was awful, Doug. It was awful, man.
Dude, yeah, man. It messed up
If you
shit.
want to see them, I'll send them to you privately. Just let me know. But it's it will disturb you, man. I'm telling you. Are you going live tonight, Doug? I know you're like 3 or 4 hours behind us. Is it 3 hours?
Yeah, I think it's 3.
I looked over my shoulder like I was asking somebody, and there's nobody in here.
That's awesome.
Hey, man, is it 3 hours, Doug? Yeah, sure it is. Starting to talk to myself like,
Like a little
Yeah.
angel on your shoulder kind of thing.
yeah. Goodness gracious. And I've stood up for this guy.
Hey, he's been on fire too, man. It's been awesome. This whole community is really taking notice and starting to take action, and it's beautiful, guys. Thank you.
You're going live in 2 hours from now. I'll be there. I'll check it out. Yeah, it's funny. Oh, Ernie will make the boot hole hurt, and
Yep.
I reckon he does it more ways than one. You're gonna have to check out the videos, man. Ernie's definitely busted in a gay for pay website.
Yeah.
The defense investigator found him on a website called lifeout.com. LIFEOUT, lifeout.com, and found his profile. His profile was good one, like good 1 20. I think it was 3 ones, 20111. I think. But yeah, if you know any men looking for a little fella, he's gay for pay, from what I heard, and it's pretty much public knowledge now. I don't know if like Ernie should own that, man. He's got all his followers. He could probably make even more money if he got the men involved. Men and women. Go get them, Ern.
Yep.
Hashtag Ern. Got away with accessory after the fact. You should feel good about your bounty hunting self. I wonder if that license he got now is real. In 2019, he did not have a license.
I seen he just monetized his channel.
Yeah, he did. I wonder if he's getting super chat. Somebody sent him a super chat when I was watching. I don't know how much for.
Yeah.
But he goes, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Send me some money here. I might be able to get me a motel room over here by Tina's now.
It's going to be a shame when that gets ruined. It's going to be a shame.
Yeah. Better be careful. Tina's got that Xander's phone going through it. She might put some voodoo on them.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. Like,
whenever I'm uploading that stuff today, dude, like it blew me away. Like literally, I didn't know how to handle it, man. Like,
I mean, I was in an important call and I seen your message finally, and I was like, I'm gonna have to call you back. And called you right away, and I could hear it in your voice. I was just like, what, dude? What do you got? And that's, I mean, not for nothing. Any law enforcement or anybody that can maybe have this looked into, please do. Because it looks like Ernie was an accomplice, or at least an accessory.
Yeah.
After the fact.
Yeah.
Either way, it's criminal.
Oh, he monetized. He was monetized as of today, I reckon. Getting super chats already. Big
Yep.
money dog. Hell, from whatever. I mean, we apply for monetization too, but from what I've heard, like YouTube takes pretty much like 50% of it. Better just put Cash App up. I was actually on the phone with Kimber. I was like, wonder if I can just cancel this and back out of it.
Right. But yeah, man. But the kind of content that he has, that channel ain't going to survive long.
No, man, that's
Not at all. He's dreaming of it, but
yeah. You know what would actually make him to where people might think he's legitimate if he were to turn up with that, and find that little gal. But even then, I would have doubts and questions. As to who and where and why, things like that.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know how many of you guys are on Facebook. I posted on Facebook today. I busted my big ass this morning. I mean, I went down like Mike Tyson when he first got knocked down by Buster Douglas. I was slow going down, like it felt like it took me 5 minutes to go to the floor. Just got up, used the bathroom like old men do, and just fell backwards. Just busted my ass. Landed on a couple puppies. I thought I killed them. Luckily, no puppies were harmed. But I'm still sore as a codger. My head's bruised. I got a knot on my head.
That is a big
My
head.
knee's bruised, my hip.
That is a big head,
Oh yeah, I
brother.
can still talk. I didn't bust my voice. But yeah, when listen, there was no way we were canceling this thing tonight, man.
No.
I saw those videos. Oh my goodness! Like
We were biting at the bit to get on live with you guys, let you guys know about
yeah,
this.
man. We were in studio like an hour and a half before the show, talking about.
Oh
it.
yeah, well, a couple of times today.
Yeah, we were in studio at 6 o'clock talking. What we're going to talk about. Like, he really is the gift that keeps on giving, man. Like every day, something new. Hey, listen, we're talking about the trial right now. We got more stuff. We're just going to save it for the next live. Like, we got some blockbuster stuff.
Yep. And things keep coming in too, guys. So keep bringing them. Well, they're out right here in public for him.
You want to hear the good part?
What's that?
These ladies are sending us stuff, and they're not afraid.
Yep.
Like,
that's beautiful.
Some of these ladies are coming forward and saying, you know what? Screw him. What's he going to do?
Right.
I found out some stuff today that it's laughable. Just laughable. You're funny. You funny, little guy. And once, this may end with a investigation that Ernie never thought was coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a threat. He likes to say it's a threat. And let me show you something. I'm going to type it in the bar right now. It's not a threat, dumbass. Hashtag URN. Not a death threat. Not a life threat. Not a nothing threat. You dipshit. You know what a threat looks like. You know what it looks like. Flex those muscles, guys. Flex them. Bam. Look at those. See those little bitty arms? That's about how big Ernie's arms in real life. About 1 inch. Ernie couldn't whoop half of me if the other half of me was helping him.
No, Ernie nor Tina nor Xander, none of them have saved any children. Nobody's apprehended nobody.
Lord, no.
The people that they did stings on, they let them go.
They have to. They're not law enforcement.
Right. So, I'm just stating, I'm calling spade out,
Yeah. It's funny, man. Like, their whole gimmick, and that's what it is. Doug knows what I'm talking about. It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie, the Tina and Xander, they're putting Ernie over. They're trying to make him look good. It's a gimmick. It's a show. They'll tell you everything they do is a show. It's a movie. It's for a TV show coming out next fall. Or that it already passed, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I missed
Yep.
it.
We're late on
You
that
know
one, man.
where I can find that show at? I missed it.
I'm still waiting to see that movie he was supposed to be in back in like 2015, I think it was.
Yeah.
I haven't
You
seen
know
that
where
one
that's at?
release yet. So
You don't know where it's at?
probably still in his messed up imagination.
It's right where it's at, right in his imagination.
He does have a good one.
Yeah, he does. I
Crazy.
wish I wanted to come in here and talk tonight. You know, I would love to hear his explanations.
Oh yeah, me too. But he
Yeah.
don't want to come on panel, man.
Because, you know, Lucy, you got some
He'll come in
explaining
here
to
and
do.
attack some women and then get kicked out. That's pretty much what would happen.
Somebody apprehended Tina's tooth. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think it was the all-powerful bounty hunter. Bounty hunter got ya.
Yeah, but I'm just tired of hearing stories from people as far as the shit that Ernie's done. And I'm not saying don't tell us about it. I'm just saying, dude, he's just, I don't get it. I don't get people that are made like him. I mean, I'm an empath, and this guy goes around and damages everybody.
He don't care.
Children.
He doesn't care
Women.
what he leaves in his path, man. Like, don't care.
I mean, it's constant. Like he tried to get my kids taken from me, or he tried to say that I was a pedophile so I'd lose custody of my kids. Like, seriously, dude. I mean, that's just 2 instances. There's hundreds. And that's the problem. But there's so many. We got to sing that song. We got to let people know, guys. We got to make it a top 10 hit. We got to let people know about Ernie. Too many victims for us to sit on our hands. A lot of us have been in it 100%. We need to get everybody on board. Get everybody going the same direction. Bring that power by numbers. Because that's how it works.
I think if you guys actually did do a fundraiser for Tina's tooth, she would just take the money and give it to Ern.
Yep.
Tell you what, heard some good stuff on old Tina today too.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
Very, very revealing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't know who you can trust, do you, Tina?
Oh, Ern don't know you can trust either. You know I got a wrench over there, right?
Do what?
I got a wrench over there at Ernie's
Oh, do you?
house, yeah. Every time he goes live from his car, I got a wrench. He don't know who I am. He's killing him to find out. I even sent him ID that don't belong to me, just to show who I am. Not really. He needs to force me to come up on panel, and then I'll reveal my real self. Doug, I think there's only one. Only one. You know, when I type into my phone, like, you know how it auto feels, like I can put in bioengineered, and then it'll say bioengineered, like in the next word, super, soldier, and then werewolf. I guess I gave it away. Too easy. You got me, didn't you, Investigator Ern? That means I've typed it in a whole lot. You bioengineered
Absolutely.
so the werewolf. They can't use the red dwarfs because it's boycotted by dwarf actors as American. So Ernie actually.
But we have had people reach out and say that they're going to help us branch out onto other social media platforms. I want to thank you guys for responding.
Oh yeah, we got a big response just last night, man. Just,
Yep. It's what we need. More coverage to reach more victims, more people, period.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you see it in the videos. The proof is there. Ernie was leaving the murder scene, at least the outside of it, driving down the road in the car,
Yep.
right after the flare that started the fire. You can't make that up. That's in the official documents. I'm sure that video actually is sitting in evidence still, and they could probably do something. You know,
Oh yeah.
they can look at it with the technology we have now. So that's why I hope that the right people are watching.
Yeah.
They're seeing this.
You know, Ernie's got 2 private investigator groups and 3 or 4 DEA agents and ICE agents and a couple of feds and FBI, and you know, in his chat every day. He thanks them. Thanks them for being here. Thank you, law enforcement. Thank you guys. Appreciate you being here. That's not me making fun of Ernie. That's me saying it to you for real. I really appreciate it. I did not deserve that ticket I got. I'm just kidding. I didn't get a ticket. That was Ernie. 140. What he said he was going?
I guess.
I think he said he was going 140 miles an hour. I'm gonna call bullshit on that.
Well, he wants to say that they pulled a trick on the trolls about his car being broke down. Well,
what kind of trick?
The actual statement being made was the hood of your car was up and on the side of the cafe. So apparently you were there. So you can play your little word game.
Well,
Doesn't matter if your car is busted. We know it's a piece of shit. But the fact of the matter, as you like to say, is you were there.
The fact of the matter is.
Yep. That's where you be. I mean, you guys act like the hemp cafe is not right there in the wide open. Right there on one of the busiest roads in the area. Really? Think we can't see? Ridiculous. He's always lying. Always lying.
Oh yeah. So, we can start a little preview what we're going to talk about on our next show. I think we're going to try to take tomorrow off.
Okay.
Mr. Kemper works late. Unless you guys want to go real late, it's up to you. If you want to, we can.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday is usually my late work nights.
Yeah.
So, like, going 11:30, 12 o'clock is more feasible. Huh?
So that's when you make all that money.
Yep. Make them dollar bills, y'all.
You guys want to see them I didn't do nothing videos? We'll play them next time if you guys want to see them. I didn't do nothing. Please help me, Facebook. Don't shoot me.
And do note when you watch that, he claims he put dish soap in his eyes.
That's even funnier. I mean, that's even more funny that the idiot thinks that that's a viable story.
Well, just like his video about a fickle, you know? I mean, he doubled down on that shit, dude.
I got that video somewhere. I gotta find it.
I mean, that's he didn't
Somebody
say
that video so I can pull it up and play it.
He didn't say I'm an idiot. He said I'm a stupid idiot. You know. And he wants to blame the trolls. Listen,
I
man.
know one
That's
of our
silly.
mods got that handy.
Huh?
I know one of our mods got that handy. Doug said he waits until he gets down to 70 miles an hour to jump from the car. He knew his safe as super soldier, flash bioengineered unemployment demon. Oh, goodness. See, I think Ernie's like borderline illiterate. Like, if it wasn't for talk to text and autocorrect, like he wouldn't be able to write anything. Not without help. I've seen him before all that autocorrect came out and autofill, like poking with his little left index finger, you know, taking 10 minutes to send a paragraph text.
This coming from the guy that finished school, like all of high school in 1 year.
1 year. Well, that's good. That's good
One
stuff
damn
right
year,
there.
guys. Like, if you guys need a tutor for your children, don't use Ernie, no matter what you hear about his intellect. What video are you looking for?
The optical.
Oh, yeah.
I sent it to you. It's in those things. I mean, I can look it up.
But, yeah, dude. Like, man, he was going at people that were in his chat, like, going at Nicole. Actually, just going at a lot of people, man. He went off about Doug today, Benny, you. He mentioned your wife last night or today. I can't remember which one.
What'd he say?
I can't remember exactly what it was, but something about her stalking somebody, I guess. And
Really?
Gonna be blocked. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, probably at my wife
I
sent
sent you the video and told you where to look. That's why I do that, so you can hear that stuff.
Listen, that chick that called me the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
She, my wife sent her a video or a message on Facebook and said, "Hey, let's get together and talk." So you know, the coward that she is, you just blocked her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's not stalking. You know, you go on YouTube and talk shit about somebody's 29-year-old or 29-year spouse. You got to expect that spouse might be wanting to take up for him.
Right.
Because I'll tell you right now, say something about my wife, and I'm going to remain calm until I see you.
Right. Oh yeah.
And then you're going to have to pay for that remark.
Yeah, but he did that. I think it was last night or this morning or something. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
It was when the sun was down. That's all I remember. So.
Yeah, he's a turd.
Yeah, but man, like the way that he's going at people, man, I don't see how his sheeple don't see through that. I mean, I've seen new people show up on the scene and be like, "Whoa, I'm out." Like, forget this mess, dude. Because
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a spectacle. Because he's all about whacking a troll and that's it. He wants to talk about general awareness. All he's trying to do is plan when he's going to have it. He ain't really trying to teach any. He's trying to set up that donation jar, man.
Yeah. That's what he's
He ain't
all
trying
about,
to get
man.
paid. Huh?
That's what he's all about.
Oh, I know.
That's you know, his entire purpose is to get somebody else's money.
Yep. To get his easy.
Yep.
I mean, he's still having to work for it.
Uh-oh.
Did you find it?
Somebody sent it to me, one of our awesome moderators.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to send it to you that way it doesn't dox
Do what?
anybody. So I'm going to send it to you that way it doesn't dox anybody on accident. That way when I play it.
Oh, just dox me. Hell yeah, by God. I love it.
Well, I mean, Ernie knows you're an Ernie hater.
Oh, yeah. If he doesn't know, I mean, I'm sure he probably thinks there's a few people that I'm playing or pretending to be and thinking that other people are me. Like I've seen him calling Rhonda Nicole Rhonda. Like he has no clue, no sense whatsoever, dude. Like shit.
Hell, it's taking forever to
I think
download now.
it's do what?
Taking forever to download now.
Yeah, you're probably doing a lot over there anyway, dude. But
I got a bunch of
yeah,
windows
guys,
open.
if Ernie has done anything to you guys, please do go and report it. We do have a number. I think I've got it going right now. No, I'll get it going. It's a website. If there's been any kind of harassment or stalking by them on the internet, please go and report this. Make sure you follow through with the report. Get your information on the report so you can quickly be referenced whenever you have to make another call.
Oh yeah.
Because you probably have to.
Yep.
Let me find it here.
I think I might have it now.
Boom, boom, boom.
My laptop's way faster than my regular computer. Makes a lot of sense, don't it?
There we go. I got it going in the little scroll bar at the bottom, guys. But please go and report.
Oh, I do see it. Let me see.
It's not going to stop until we make sure they're aware. Then they're going to have to.
They're optical, right? You remember they said it's supposed to say a little seal, right? You remember they said it's supposed to say.
All right, he said. You remember they used to say it said official. A little seal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we said. I mean, that's what it says in the seal, Ernie. You dumbass. Oh my God. Let's see here. Gotta be careful which one I choose because I got to. Take
Yeah.
the car away.
Yes, be careful.
Crap, man. My internet is slow. My internet is slow tonight. Ernie's at work. He's
probably hacked in.
causing microwave reactions in my internet.
His chip is interfering.
It's a fickle.
Yep.
It's a fickle. God dang it!
I'm pretty sure he'll want to talk about where he was at the morning of or the morning after Rodney King was murdered.
Oh, I got it.
But he'll probably go on live and start doxing other people and try to avoid that it's been even talked about.
Of course we will. All right, you guys want to see a fickle? Fickle? I want to see it. I want to see a fickle or a fickle. And the little monkey at the end is even better because it represents him to a T. Righty. Mm-hmm. Gotta unmute it for you.
Right? You remember?
Let me mute myself so we can hear it.
Was
I screwed up so bad. My fault.
Ernest Maxwell.
I am screwed it up. All right. Fickle and fickle.
Remember they said it's supposed to say official in the little seal, right? Obviously, they're idiots. It does. It says official or optical, right?
To recoup, choose someone else's poop.
You remember they said it's supposed to say official in the little seal, right? Obviously, they're idiots. It doesn't. It says fickle or optical, right?
To recoup, choose someone else's poop.
You remember they said it's supposed to say official in the little seal, right? Obviously, they're idiots. It doesn't. It says official or official, right?
To recoup, choose someone else's poop.
You remember they said it's supposed to say official in the little seal, right? Obviously.
All right, I'm trying to stop it, guys. All right, I'm having trouble with my controls tonight. I'm very sorry. But there was the official video, and thank you for checking on me, Matt. Yes, I'm okay, buddy. I'm having some serious control issues here in the StreamYard studio.
I got you.
Of course.
And
I'll tell you what, I'm going to be honest. I'm shook, man. I've been shook all day, and it's official. I don't know who actually to give credit to that, or if I should, but thank you, whoever made that video, because it is freaking hilarious.
Yeah,
man.
it's beautiful.
It is so fun to watch.
But
And I ran it a few times because there was an echo, and I'm sorry.
Just made sure we heard.
Oh yeah, making sure. Hashtag earn. I'm seeing a lot of hashtag earners. That's good. That's good.
Yep. I've seen
I might be hacked.
the results of a Google search today, where Ernie Shell is top 8, I think it was, on the search. It might have been a little bit higher than that. I can't remember exactly, but it's moving up, guys. Like I said, top 10 hit. Let's bring it. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
That's beautiful to see, because I can tell you this, 10, 11 months ago, you couldn't do that. There wasn't nothing there.
Anywhere's platforms.
Do what?
Doug said plot twist, Ernie wears platforms.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I was wearing when I was trying to go to the bathroom this morning. Just like, bang. I mean, it was so bad, dude. Like, I reached out to grab the TV stand in my bedroom.
Yeah.
And I got the corner of it, right? I'm going backwards, and I'm like, oh God, I got the corner with one hand, and it's slipping. I'm like, I know I'm going down, right? I know I'm going. I can't hold myself no more, and I just let go. And I swear it felt like it took me 5 minutes to hit the floor. It was like in slow motion. I hit the floor, and my head was cracked up against the side of the corner of the wall, and those poor dogs were crushed. Thank God they're not dead. That's probably why they're crying in here. They want to get the hell away from me. Hell, he's dangerous.
They got PTSD. Like, dude, are you walking again? No.
Yeah. So, yeah, when I start walking through, people just get out of the way, though. Get out of the way. Because, at my peak, when I was wrestling, I did weigh 360 pounds at 6 foot. Of course, in wrestling terms, that's 375 and 6'4". But, it's a work. Right, Doug? Anyway, I did lose a lot of weight. And I got down to like 210. And, man, I felt like $1 million. I'm about 240 now. And I just feel so fat. I'm going to have my lap band adjusted and get back down. My wife's, she had it done, and she's so thin now. I don't think she's not in here, I told, I don't like skinny girls, and here she is trying to get skinny on me, and I'm like, no, honey, we can't be doing that now.
Right.
So it turns out Ernie likes boys. Now I'm not gonna say boys. I'll say men.
He likes men and women.
Yeah.
And he's
I don't
sort of
know about the women now. Now,
I think
several
he's
women
like a
tell me
chameleon.
he could perform.
I think he adapts to whatever situation he needs to at the time, whether it
Yeah.
be gay or straight. I don't think it matters. Whatever it is, like we've said, there's no level or line he won't cross. There's no level he won't go to, and I think that is even true with his sexuality. Like whatever it takes at that moment is what he does. Personally,
He's
that's
bilateral. Oh, Chad said he's bilateral. You know what, Christine Rose, I would think that thing would stink to high heaven, to be honest with you, because he wears it when it's 100 degrees outside, and he sweats in it.
yeah.
Seen those pictures of his hair when he takes his hat off and it's all gooey. So that thing gets nasty.
Mm.
And he never washes that thing because you don't put them in the washer and dryer, with a leather hat, and you have to take care of it. And yeah, I guarantee you that thing is rank.
Oh, I bet, dude.
Yeah, Alessa Bushmom, all of them things. You're right about that too. Like, he's, like I said, he spent a lot of time in my home, and the wife stayed on him about trying to make him take a shower, and he don't like them, man. He'd rather leave, and then he'll tell you a story. Oh, I was at such and such house and I took a shower.
It's like getting a 7-year-old boy to keep up with their hygiene.
Yeah, but then you're still wearing the same clothes, aren't you? My wife said, "You want me to wash your clothes?" No, I'm good. But no, he really wasn't good because it's awful. It's nasty.
Yep.
I mean, goodness gracious, especially in the heat. With that hat and the big old leather get up, and
his stink's got stank, dude.
Bad. And we have on good authority that he wears multiple layers of clothing. We hear that from ladies who have seen him at their homes in person, and he wears multiple layers of clothing to try to make himself look more bulked up, more big.
Bulky.
But then as we were told, his little bitty legs are skinny and his arms are skinny.
Yep.
And
got an odd shape.
You see his flex his little muscles and he don't have none.
Looks like sandwich garnish, man. Olive on a toothpick or something, dude. Like it's brownie.
We picked up a couple new friends today, and on their channels, and they're going to come on our show maybe sometime, and I'm going to go on their show, and hopefully Kemper can too. And but just we're growing, and it's because of you guys.
Yeah.
And Kemper, mostly Kemper. It's because of you guys and Kemper. He's a tech guy,
dude, But not nothing, guys. There's been so many of you that's pitched in and helped with this recently, even a year in. Like, there's a lot of you that have been a tremendous help.
Oh my goodness!
And
unreal.
We're not classy enough to say your names online, but I think you know who you are.
Yeah.
So thank you. Seriously. A lot of you have pitched in, and we appreciate it.
Hey, and today was another day where we've had new victims of Ernie reach out and tell us their story. And you know what it sounds like? Very familiar. Sounds like a lot of these girls, a lot of these young ladies, mothers, single mothers. That seems to be what he targets. Yep. That's his target demographic, and I don't understand why he does what he does. The way he treated that one young lady the other day.
Yeah.
Honest to God, he just needs to be slapped.
Yes, he does. Agreed. I mean, I would pay to do that.
Pay to do it. better not say you'd pay to have it done, or you'll be hiring a hitman again. Buddy. What's wrong with you?
But yeah, dude, like, I mean, he's just an evil person. Him and his little buddies, they're evil.
I agree with you, Doug.
There's no avoiding that.
I agree with you, Doug. Who cares what anybody identifies as? It doesn't matter to me. To each their own, buddy. You know, like, who am I to say that, you know, you shouldn't do what you want to do? Do what makes you happy. You know, like I said, my daughter, 12 years old, she decided she don't like boys at all, and I support her. You know, it's different for me because I've never, you know, she's my youngest, and my other three, I didn't go through that, but you know, I support her and I love her, and I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. But some people, it would tear all pieces.
Yeah.
You know, some people just, you know, and really, it shouldn't matter because it's your choice.
Right. You love who you love, man. Nobody should have any say over who you choose to love.
I don't know, Matt, but you gotta let it go, buddy. I got a wife. Don't make somebody see you kissing somebody in the driveway again. You know what's wrong with you?
Well, I do know that we're gonna have to bring out the werewolf files, and
Oh yeah, we're gonna cover that
and bring them on a show here soon, because I've been hearing a lot about Ernie bumping his gums together about that specific story. So
And he's the
I
one who
think
did
it would be a good thing for us to hash it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not something we made up.
No, not at all.
You know,
There
it's
is a reason why the page is called
something-
Tales of a Lycan. There is a very
Hey,
good
Luke
reason.
Slips is in the house.
Hey, girl.
Good to see you, buddy. How are you tonight?
But yeah, man, we're gonna have to go over that soon because, I mean, it goes along with this personality pattern that we keep talking about. I don't know what the technical word is for it, but the way that he likes to just surprise visit people, show up unannounced, stalk people,
Yeah,
claim to be a werewolf, claim to have a werewolf lineage. I do know that these stories were told to him as a kid by his parental unit.
well, he has decided now though that he's going to focus on his movie career.
Oh, so he's going to go Teen Wolf with it, huh?
Probably, you know. I mean, that was pretty good movies, man. The first one was great.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm an
Michael
80s
J.
kid.
Fox.
So.
Yes, Lips. He does have those chips in the brain, and
That's just a SIM card, guys. Don't get fooled. It's a SIM card.
Doug said he's going to leave his microwave running all night. Start at
He'll be on the highway by morning, Doug.
He'll be howling at the moon.
Yep.
But you know this outlandish story he came up with. Do you have a theory on why? Like, was it just for to gain people?
You talking about the werewolf thing?
The werewolf, yeah. Like he went on a whole thing like he was going to go to Wisconsin.
Well, at that time is when him and Tina were breaking up. So I think he was trying to make a push with a story where he can get donations and survive. But I think it's real to him as well.
Yeah.
I mean, his sister plainly said his mom used to tell him when he was younger stories about being werewolves and vampires. Said the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
And you know it don't.
That's her words, not mine, not anybody else's. That's hers.
Yeah, I think werewolves are asexual. I see you guys are talking.
Well,
sexual. I
I
don't know
think
what
he
you're
said he
talking
was
about.
asexual the other day. I can't say for sure. Wasn't that
Did
important
he?
for me to go back and listen, but yeah.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. Hey, and I love the videos you guys send. I absolutely love them. But like, if there's a specific thing you're wanting us to hear, give us that timestamp, because a lot of Ernie stuff goes 5 and 6 hours. And the dude just don't stop talking. Actually, he does stop talking. He'll just be quiet for like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And his chat goes wild, man. People are just chatting it up.
Yep.
Throwing up emojis and, just wow. I mean, it's a sick cult following, man. I mean, it really
Oh yeah,
is.
it is. It is for sure. Because I mean, if you sit and listen to what he's saying, he's talking about whacking a troll. He's doxing somebody. He's threatening somebody. He's being a sicko about a little girl. I mean, this is the shit he does all the time. He's supposed to be saving kids. He's supposed to be passing bills. He's literally hanging out in his car on his phone, and people are sending him money for it.
Yeah, the Special Forces of Liberty asked him to step away.
Yep.
So he's no longer writing bills. So
Right.
I don't think he ever wrote a bill to begin with, but that's what he was saying.
Mm-hmm. He was help pushing, is what he was saying. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, who the fuck is he, really?
Right. Dude in the friggin' gator tooth hat.
Right, the Tina Tooth hat, yeah. But, I mean, this is what he's doing, is he's sitting in his car collecting money on his Cash App, telling you guys some bullshit, and you're eating it up.
Yep.
Like, feed me, please, here's some more money. Feed me, please. Like, what does he ever say that's important enough to spend more than 5 minutes to the
I
normal
don't know.
person? You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, he'll open his chat up and just sit there.
Yep.
Don't say nothing.
For 20 minutes, I seen him sit with nothing. No videos, no nothing. And people are like, there's no sound. There's no sound. It's like, dude, you can see the thing is not pulsating at the top. So, but yeah, man, I mean, it's almost like they're fake people in a way.
Yeah.
I doubt he's got an army that big, but he definitely wants one. He's talking about an army constantly now.
Yeah.
And that's funny. What are they going to do? They can't stop what's happening. Nobody can stop it but me or Jimbo.
Yep.
And that ain't happening.
He could go to a psychiatric institution and get help. And while he was there, there wouldn't be any backlash but he's not going to.
No.
I mean, he's just.
Oh, I'm not taking any of the stuff down.
He's never had this kind of popularity in his life for anything.
Nope.
So this is going straight to his head, right into those microchips. And sorry, I just can't let it go.
No, dude, it's funny, dude. And like last night was a full moon, I think. So, geez, man,
Somebody said tonight was a full moon.
Well, it's one of the two. I can't remember which one it was. I just looked it up, and I knew it was today or yesterday.
Is it possible to have a full moon on 2 nights in a row? I don't know. Does anybody know the answer to that?
I'm not in. Huh?
I said, does anybody know the answer to that?
I don't know, but I pray that same thing, Sean. I really do, dude. And that's why my approach is, I don't sit there and argue with Ernie about his bullshit. I just go and talk to these people and say, hey, man, you should know about this. And most of these adults make the correct decision. But, I mean, the guy's dangerous, so people need to know. It's not slander. These are bringing facts. These facts say Ernie is a predator.
That's right.
They say he's a liar. They say he's a thief, a con.
You know what else they say?
What's that?
They say the facts say that he was present at a
Yep.
murder scene
Absolutely.
and drove away and did not turn the murderer in for a week. It was a week later when he said Shelby confessed to him.
Yep.
Now, the only doubt I have now is that, Shelby did tell me what happened, and he never mentioned Ernie. But with the love he showed for Ernie, like in those text messages, I'm going to load those up and have those ready for the next one.
Okay.
But the text messages, he literally, he told his brother, "Thank you, brother, for being there for me. I love you more than the air that I breathe." I mean, dude, that's a deep, affectionate love.
Yeah, it is, dude. It really
And,
is.
and for a male to express that to another male, and I'm not saying gay or nothing. I'm just saying,
No, that's affection, man. That
for
is.
somebody
That's
who's got, libido and, mono and mono type, manhood, like to say that to another man, that's love, man.
Yep.
I have no doubt in my mind Shelby loves Ernie.
Yep. But
And,
he
I have
also
no doubt in my mind that Ernie loves Shelby, but it's sick what happened. It's sick, and Ernie walked away a free man.
well didn't Shelby say whenever they arrested him that Ernie set him up?
Yes, right away. Right away, he started saying, "My brother set me up. What's going on?
Yep.
What's going on? My brother set me up." In those text messages, like, I guess Ernie's told Shelby that he didn't have gas money for the lady's car, Lucinda's car, because in the testimony that I testified and in the tape, you hear during the confession, Shelby tells me, he's trying. I said, "You got those pennies still? That he robbed a man.
Yeah.
You still got those wheat pennies and stuff?" "Yep, I sure do." I said, "How much you want for them?" And he said, "Just gas money, bro." And in those texts to Ernie, he texted Ernie and said, "Hey, brother, come and get me. I got you some gas money." He said, "I'm going to sell those pennies to a friend of mine." So something's up.
Yep. That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, he's talking to his brother around the whole murder timeline. His brother is expressing his complete brotherly love, at the very least, for his brother. Apparently showing this because of something Ernie has helped with.
Yeah. And you got this guy out here pretending to call law enforcement every day.
Mm-hmm.
And they're asking, I need to get a warrant on this guy. He threatened me and said this on YouTube. I don't know that any local law enforcement is going to go grab somebody because something's posted on YouTube to begin with. But he points the finger at everybody on everything. I mean, there's nothing he takes the blame for, ever. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been outed in more ways than one tonight.
Yeah.
Right here on the stand.
Yeah, you can't dodge that one. The car that you predominantly drove more than anyone, leaving the scene of a murder the morning after the murder, before the house catches fire that was meant to destroy evidence. You have text messages from brother or to and from brothers expressing love, thank yous, that kind of thing. You also have Shelby saying Ernie set him up more than once. more than once when he was arrested and in that interview with the TV station. You know what I'm saying? So this all lines up to say, hey, man, somebody needs to start asking Ernie some questions, some real questions.
Yes, they do.
Somebody needs to really step up and look at this case again, because maybe both brothers should be locked up, you know? And it's not a stretch for that to be needed or to be seen.
Yeah.
It's not a
I'm
stretch.
telling you, like I don't know. I guess they feel like they got their man, but they really didn't. Like he went back to jail. It was a hung jury. They were going to have to retrial until Shelby pled guilty. Now, when he pled guilty, that had to be a big burden come off Ernie.
Yep.
Now, I would love to, remember when he pled guilty. I don't, but I would love to remember and the mood around Ernie when that happened.
Well, I mean, do remember right after Shelby got locked up is when he had all those really manic episodes. That's when he got lost in New York. That's when he was in Georgia.
Yep.
This is all right after. So that could have been the trigger. We've talked about that before. That could have very well been the trigger of why he ended up in the hospital a couple of times right after. Because you've said before, he's text messaged you saying that Shelby was running the jail and had all these people working for him, and he was after everybody, and Shelby was locked up the whole time. He wasn't doing anything like that.
You're exactly right, Danny L. He did lie about knowing who the mayor was.
Yep.
100% he knew who the mayor was. He knew who Ronnie King was, and he lied about it.
Yep.
100%. Why? And why? Why do you do that? Why do you have to sit up there on the witness stand and tell everybody you're a friggin' bounty hunter? When you're not?
I mean, he lied about the gun, too. Lied about knowing the mayor. Lied about being in the Hall of Fame for Friday 13th, bounty hunter, like all this shit. Maybe he was doing this on purpose. Who knows?
Yeah. You know he's good at diversion.
Yep.
You know it. I mean, you see it every day.
Yep.
Every day.
That clutter.
He tries to be tricky and coy. Like he's getting away with something. Maybe that's what makes him, excited. Maybe that's what really pushes him is getting away with something.
Yep.
Doing something wrong to harm somebody else, either physically or, however. It's showing that he's capable of doing that stuff. And I don't know, man. I really, that video has got to me so bad, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of truths come out in this trial. Some shocking truths. You and Ernie both learned that Ernie's family and the defense tried to paint you guys as lovers, which was a complete fabrication, but the reason why they did that was because of Ernie. It wasn't because you guys were lovers. It wasn't because anything you had done. It had everything to do with Ernie.
Yep.
And so he became the
dog.
Huh?
Oh, Skern dog. That's what Benny calls him, right? Skern dog.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like, I don't know. Yeah, I hear he's live. He's running 2
Oh, is he?
Yeah. I think he's trying to build up that Predator Hunter Nation channel as a backup, probably. Which is okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, he's worried. He's really worried.
He should be. He should be worried.
You see what we're bringing to the table compared to what he's bringing to the table?
He ain't brought anything to the table. He's brought a bucket of fucking bullshit.
Yeah, his mouth. That's it.
Yep.
It's his mouth. That's it. He's a joke, man. He's a complete joke. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find this. Here you go.
Or do we just dump the whole fucking bucket of blood on them and let those networks underneath them, those sharks, have one hell of a feast?
Whole effing bucket of blood on him. That sounds like somebody that is an advocate for safety for women or children.
Right.
I mean,
100%.
it's actually disgusting. Like if for some reason they were to go to trial now, with all the threats and idiotic videos he's put on, now I think Shelby would definitely 100% walk.
Yep. And Ernie would be in his spot.
Yeah. But then you got this guy.
What do you mean? I mean, you're law enforcement. You tell me.
I already told you.
But anyways, all that I'm saying is that.
I thought you said I didn't have nothing to do with law enforcement.
I mean, all I'm saying is that you're too fucking funny.
You're funny. You really are.
I mean, you really are. I mean, you're hilarious. I mean, you're too fucking funny. I mean, the way that you're way.
I'm good, Eric. I'm good at what I do.
No, you're not, because you're.
That's why I've got over 1,156 arrests under me. I'm very good.
I'm very good. Over 1,156 arrests. If you had 1,157, do you think you would say over 1,156?
Mandy, they said that he was killed in a robbery attempt, a botched robbery attempt.
Ernie was?
Yeah, apparently he's saying that there's another hit on him. Wow.
Oh my goodness. He
anything
thinks he's
for
important.
attention, man. Anything for attention, dude.
Yeah.
That's
he
all that
thinks
is.
he's important. And that's the worst thing. Like, he believes he's a superstar. And he's not. He got that little chunky monkey girl over here the other day to call me the Hunchback of Notre Dame and say I've always been jealous of Ernie. I ain't never been jealous of Ernie. Why would I be jealous of him? Like,
what's to be jealous of?
The dude would borrow money from me. He would borrow my vehicles to drive. He would sleep in the home that I paid for.
Mm-hmm.
Eat the food that I paid for. Like, why would I be jealous of him? He's nobody. I've got 4 awesome, amazing children. Every one of them love them to death. Every one of them. And he's got one child, and he never sees him.
Nope.
Flip through your text messages, Ernie. Say, look, I tried to text him. He won't text me back.
April Fool's Day.
Because of what you're doing, dude.
Yeah. 100%.
If you love him and you want him to be part of your life, and you want him to love you back, take your stupid ass hat off, take a bath,
go get some help,
wear some regular clothes, go down there to Everett and give him a big hug. He don't live in Everett. He lives in Virginia. Go give him a big hug. Go see him. Straighten yourself up and go see him. Do you remember how long they said it's been since he saw him?
Gosh, it's been a minute.
He
dude.
said it was over a year.
I know the last time that Jeremy responded to him was April 1st, and I know it was over a year or two from what Melinda said, yeah.
Yeah, hang on a second.
Oh, okay. I thought we lost you.
Talk away there. Talk away. I got a message.
I'm sure you're getting blown up over there. But yeah, dude, like, he needs to get help. He needs to go and make amends for all the shit he's done to people. If that means jail time, do it. Get your shit together, dude. Quit messing with people like you are, dude. This isn't about trying to destroy anyone. This is trying to save people, trying to save their lives, the ones that you destroy.
Yeah.
You need help.
How many arrests have you made, Kemper?
How many arrests?
Yeah.
I've been arrested twice.
You think you've made as many arrests as Ernie?
Oh, hell no.
I think you have. I don't think he's made any. I don't think dude's made any arrests.
Nope, me neither. I don't think he's ever saved anybody, apprehended anybody, arrested anybody. I don't think he's ever been law enforcement or military. I don't think he could pass the psych eval to do so.
No, there's no way.
He has claimed to be Homeland Security, FBI. He has claimed to work with all of those people. He also claims that he talks to these people every day.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Have you seen his demeanor on the witness stand?
Oh,
compared to his demeanor on his live stream? Like, it's apples to oranges, bro. Apples to oranges. Looking down, looking, I don't know, scared, shaky, jumpy. I'll show you here in just a second. I queued it up for you. For the people. For you, the people. I queued it up for you.
Yes.
The people. You, the people. All right. Let me see here. I'll play this one first, and I got another one I'm going to play for you guys. Let me find that share screen. I'm having a hard time in the controls tonight, bro. For real.
I don't know, man.
I'm going to have to, you got to have to learn these controls so you can take over when I'm fat fingering and
when you need a designated driver.
I need a designated driver, yeah. I usually ain't just shook, man, but I'm telling you, dude. Like, I ain't never been like this, bro.
I'm sorry.
All right, here's the big bounty hunter, and the guy who talks all crazy on his live stream and talks down to women and tells them you got to do this and you got to do that. You got to show me your identification. Well, see if that guy sounds like this guy at all. I don't think he does.
Please speak up loudly and clearly. Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you, Ron. Mr. Shelf, you could introduce yourself.
What's his demeanor?
My name is Ernie Shelf. I'm the defendant's brother. Okay. And by the defendant, are you referring to Shelby Shell seated over here? Yes, sir. Okay. Now, I'm going to take you back, Mr. Shell, and try to stay on specifically a conversation that may have taken place with then Detective Michael Cornett. Okay. Are you aware of Michael Cornett? Yes, sir. Okay. Do you know him, know his face? Can you recognize him? Yes, sir. Okay. Is this Michael Cornett over here? Yes, sir. Do you recall speaking to Mr. Cornett on or about February 25th, 2013? Yes, sir. Okay. How did it come about that you were in a position to be speaking with Mr. Cornett?
Me and the defendant
Start looking down now, Ernie.
And he discussed pretty much all of the actions that had taken place 4 or 5 days prior. And just with some of the actions that he had done during that, I knew that something had to be done.
Okay. Now, let me ask you specifically.
All right, I had to stop it right there. Do you hear him bumbling and stumbling through that?
Yeah.
Like,
take that lie up, dude.
Through the actions that took place, I put it together and figured it out. Like, that's not a confident star witness that is bringing a savage line to justice, right? Huh? Just a second, guys. My wife is asking me about supper.
You getting that French toast on, man?
Yes, sir. French toast and bacon. She asked me, was I wanting syrup? And I said, no. I'm not a syrup kind of guy. You like syrup on yours?
Error 404. Ernie was with Predator Hunter Nation and a film crew. The day before, the day of, and the day after Summer Wells went missing. They were in at least 3 of the counties there, Cox, Sevier, and Hawkins County. So that we do know.
And we've got more information coming in about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I never would have dreamed that.
He did go and visit family right after that too.
Oh yeah, there was rumors that, and I'm not saying this was me, but even I heard this, and at the time I was Ernie's friend. But there were rumors that Ernie abducted that little girl and took her somewhere and was going to bring her back and be the big savior and do what he does. And that's, to me, that's very, very believable scenario.
Especially after the whole revelation of the car leaving the murder scene.
Yeah. Yeah, how convenient. You're right. It's and the people over there with him, like that Kendall guy.
Yep.
He's a flaming racist, for one. And you know, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have a thing for anybody that's racist.
Nope.
If you're all white supremacist, racist kind of BS, you ain't my friend.
Not at all, man. Not at all.
No way.
I won't tolerate it. I'll probably end up trying to fight you if you're like that around me. Not even gonna play.
But that Kendall guy, like from the videos I've seen, using the N word and like it's cool. It ain't cool, bro.
Man, you're from Hartford, dude. You're from Cott County. You ain't got no business saying that. I don't care how tough you think you are. How hood you think you are.
Hood rat.
But no, Ernie was in that area with the whole crew. And then reportedly went and visited family right after. And probably a week or two later, he started talking about her all the time. And of course, right when it happened, they were throwing up all the Amber Alerts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's sort of a pattern we've seen with him projecting himself into situations. Kenosha, Washington, D.C., like, you name it. Ernie tries to get involved.
Yep.
And not in a good way. He wants you to think he's some big bad something that in reality he's nothing.
Yeah. It's a joke.
But this is how he rolls.
Yep.
That's how he gets those donations.
Absolutely. So, is there anyone that looks like the original Darren Stevens?
So, who in the chat thinks that this should be looked at again by the law enforcement in Kentucky? Put a 1 in the chat, please. Let's see him. You getting a lot of messages over there too, dude?
Oh yeah, crazy, man, crazy.
I mean, personally, man, it blew my mind when you said that, but I wasn't really taken back. Like, I sort of expected something like this to happen or to be revealed amongst all this. I mean, I know that he was in Washington, D.C. on January 6th.
Yep.
I know he claimed to have been behind the lady that was shot by Capitol Police there.
Yep.
I mean, I know all this, and I know there's a lot of stuff deleted from his social media for that time period. Now he wants to claim that stories of him being beat up by Antifa and all that dumb shit. Well, he's always lying about Antifa. Antifa's the big bad guy for the extreme right guy. That's all that is.
Scott, Ernie said you lost your job, and he did not do it.
Whatever.
Well, he's too big a coward to do it. He did. Yeah, he had somebody else email, and they wouldn't even get their phone number to talk.
Yep.
Just email and start trouble. But hats off. Good job, buddy.
It's okay though.
At least I wasn't involved in a murder.
Right.
Seems like you were.
Damn Skippy. You can't avoid that. That's real.
Yeah. Right.
You were leaving the scene, dude.
And you can't tell me that his family was there and he don't know that.
Right.
Like that kind of stuff had got to be getting back to him, right?
Wow. Yeah.
He kick you out, Scott?
Is he over there harassing another woman, man?
He's going to find things out on you? I'm a little older than Scott, but we went to the same school. Said I'm a little older than Scott, but we went to the same school.
I got you.
Harlan Independent School.
So has any of you guys been successful in helping anybody today with this Ernie situation? You don't have to give details. Just throw a heart in there. If you have been helped or you have helped someone to learn more about Ernie Shell.
Wish I knew how to make a heart emoji. Maybe I can go to the...
What's that?
I've helped somebody today. You find me a heart.
Yes, munchies. I'm eating sunflower kernels. He said that you're on the losing team, Scott. Okay. That's why he'll be on Facebook in 2 weeks doing his lives.
Yeah. If Facebook lets him.
Yep. Because that can follow you, man.
He got reported like 50 times today.
Oh, I'm sure.
Abusive behavior and racist tones. And
dude, he was doing that racist shit the other day. Making fun of Asian people, man. It's sad, dude. It's like he don't have any common sense at all, man. No sense of right and wrong. None. But he's going to save some kids, and people are going to believe it. I mean, I see people in his chat all the time. Thank you for what you do, helping the children. What the fuck has he done? He said on live stream, and he's bumped his gums together about trolls.
Yeah.
About other YouTube channel creators. Like, this is what he do all day. I don't think he moonlights as a child predator hunter. I don't think so. You can't tell me that. There's no proof. The ones he's got videos of, he keeps playing over and over. These guys obviously weren't exactly right in the head.
They made him stop in Tennessee, right?
Yep.
You can't treat people that way.
No, dude. Catfishing on Grindr, dude. Really? I get it. This is your game. You're just bringing it to different areas.
That's right.
Because we know that's what you do, Ernie. You like to catfish those gay men and then extort them, so you have to that you keep their secret for them, so they don't get outed. We ain't dumb, dude. We ain't dumb. This is why we mean Fuck you. You are gay. Quit bullshitting. Quit bashing other gays, dude. It's not
That's
cool.
the thing. He's deflecting.
Yeah.
He thinks if he makes fun of gay people enough that people won't think it's possible for him to be gay.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not the only one who's ever done that, pal.
The exact opposite.
It's common, Hell, there's been instances where gay people have joined in fights and stuff like that, gay bashing, just to stay in the closet.
Apparently, Scotty is getting arrested now.
What'd you do, Scott?
Yeah, man. What are you doing, man? Don't get us all in trouble, bro.
Oh, he's got his IP address, and he's over threatening him.
Oh, does he?
If you put #Earn, you're going to jail. Scotty, arrest me. Jail's like vacation for me.
Just do it on your head, right, man?
Yeah. You got any kids, Scott? I ain't seen him in a long time. It's funny. Last time I actually ran into him in person, do you remember that, Scott? Was, I think, in Mayfield, Kentucky. Like 3 or 4 hours away from where we are both from. I was there with the church. And I think he was working at Walmart or something. Or at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cool. Like, he's like, Jimbo? I was like, Scott? What is up, man? You just don't think you run into somebody. Yeah, Maysville.
Hey, did you see that? That little comment?
Toothless Medusa said, concerned mothers call her and got you fired. Like, concerned mothers. Yeah, buddy.
Concerned about what? That's what we need to know.
Yeah, concerned about what?
Don't make any sense, man. You're not even given something that you should be concerned about, but you should be concerned. I like Ernie's.
I got 2 girls too, Scott.
Huh?
Alaska Bush Mom's got 7 kids. Look at that.
Hell yeah. Well, I guess there's not much to do in Alaska, so whatever.
I got 2 girls too, Scott, but 2 boys also. 2 girls, 2 boys.
Got to pass the time somehow.
Yep. Listen, I don't know, how other men feel or what they do, but there ain't never going to be a night that my kids, are taken from me or spending the night somewhere else, like unless it's with a friend or camp or something like that, like my kids, they have their dad at home. I know that there's a lot of kids that don't, and that there's situations that call for that, but I wouldn't leave. If me and my wife got a divorce, she'd have to have me restrained to keep me from staying in the house with my kids.
Right. Well, I get it, man. I do. I don't have any kids, but I mean, I get it.
The opposite of Ernie.
Yep. Complete
it's
opposite.
like Ernie, I don't know what his deal is, man. Like, is he overcompensating, trying to say he's protecting kids because he ain't there for his own?
Yeah, he fucked up.
What it is?
Could be, man. Could be. I mean, he does. He knows himself, and that right there is enough for him to want to protect people from him. He should try to go get some help. Go see a doctor, man. Get some meds. Stay on vacation for a few months, man. Get your shit balanced. Start making right by people, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a way to fix this, but you don't even want to try to take that direction, dude. You want to sit there and play bullshit and play your little game and then think you're going to win at it. Well, I'm pretty sure I've seen hundreds of people saying, nope, it will stop. Hundreds. And I'm sure there's hundreds more that ain't even talking to us.
Oh, yeah.
So go get your ass some help, dude. For real. And there's free help out there too, dude. There's plenty of it. If you need me to help you direct you to the right place, holler at me. I did
I
used to
was
work in that
requested to
field,
play a
dude.
video.
Huh?
Somebody requested that I play a video.
Okay, go
So
ahead,
I'm gonna
dude.
play it. It's 1 minute 55 seconds.
What is it?
I don't even know. It's from Ernie's earlier today, I think.
Okay.
But I trust that it's, you know, on the up and up. I'm going to play this thing, and I'm going to go ahead and, you know, they said I didn't have to show the Fair Act screen, but I'm going to use the fair use. I'm going to say the fair use, and, you know, it's a 1 minute 55 video, and I'll mute so I don't echo, and then I'll play it.
I know what it's like. I have nothing to hide, Penny. I know what it's like to be beat. I know what it's like to have your skin tore away from your body. I know what it's like to have those 1,500 cuts that magically just appear on your body. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be hit by vehicles. I know what it's like. But how, Benny? How do I know what it's like? Because I endured it. I lived through it. I know what it's like to have that pistol upon your head. Serial killers sitting beside of you, waiting. And your life's flashing. I know what it's like. You want a trigger warning, Benny? There's your trigger warning. I know what it's like when that happens. I know what it's like, exactly what it's like when he's saying, I'm going to be the one who ties them up. The next one, I'll tie them up, and then I will make you kill them. You know what kind of guts it takes, Benny, to look someone dead in the eyes as the gun is in your forehead, to your side, to your forehead, and look at them and say, I will never be like that. I am not that. Then him grin. Well, it'd be a shame to find your son on the side of the road with his neck broke. You know what that done to me, Penny? Read that name down there, Penny. A nightmare to some and a dream to others. That's what that turned me into. That did that to me. That did.
Yeah.
Still playing. I thought I hit quit.
What's that?
Still playing. I got you. How disturbing is that dude?
Well, I mean, he's trying to say that it was his love for his son that got him out of that situation with Shelby. I don't believe that situation happened like he's saying.
No.
I'm sure he would try to say that Shelby held a gun to his head and told him to help clean up the shit. I doubt that happened. Not after the text messages.
No.
You know what I mean? That says otherwise. Yeah, it's amazing that he tries to use that. Like, really, if he gave a shit about his son, he'd be in his life. He'd pay child support. Like, he would at least show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He don't show up. He don't do nothing like that. He talks it. He don't walk it. Not at all. There's receipts on that, too.
Yeah. That's another thing. You know, he gets his little panty brigade on there, and they want to say, you know, I'm the humpback of Notre Dame, and I'm always jealous of Ernie. You know what? What would I be jealous for? Dude has never owned a vehicle in his name. He's never had an apartment, a trailer, a house, anything rented in his name. Never had a cell phone plan in his name.
Never had a job for more than a month or two.
Right, like what the hell would I be jealous for?
Right.
Like I own the most successful MMA company in the history of Kentucky. In the history. sold tons and tons of books depicting that history. And I got those available on my PayPal, by the way, if anybody's interested. But, he doesn't go see his kid. I've been married for 29 years to the same lady. Love of my life, high school sweetheart. We've got 4 children, and they're all successful in anything they do. My son got honors in the band this year. My daughter played basketball in high school and middle school. She swam on the swimming team. She's on the bowling team. My son is on the wrestling team. He's a basketball player. He's my enforcer on my travel team, which I still coach, by the way. You'll never stop that, Ernie. And if I wanted to, there's actually high schools that have offered me jobs to leave where I'm at. And I've chosen not to do that because I love those boys so much. I feel like they're extended family, and I'd fight a grizzly bear for every one of them.
Right.
Those boys on my team are my family.
I know
Just
you
like-
brag about them a lot, man. Even your past players, dude. I mean,
it's it, man. It's family.
Right.
You see those 2 guys I had the picture with the other day? Like, man, I love those guys, dude. And
yeah, you look
they
like a
came-
midget in that.
Yeah. One of them 6'11" and one of them 6'5", and the 6'5" guy's got like a white boy afro that's probably 4 more inches tall.
Yep. He's a big boy.
But I've helped kids over the years. The kids I talked about where we had custody.
Yeah.
One of them went to the game with me the other night on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Sat with me, right with me, me and my wife.
Oh yeah.
The whole time.
That's
And
awesome, man.
and he wants to come and see us. And he's almost 18 now, and which he could come see us. His mom would love to let him come see us anyway. But he's growing up and he's doing good, and I'm happy to be a part of his success. You know what I mean? Like, all my boys, my phone number never changed and never will change. I'll have this phone number till the day I die. And all those kids, they grow up, they're men. Some of them are men now. They got my number. They got me on Facebook and on Instagram. They can message me, call me anytime. What does Ernie have?
He's
Am I
got
jealous
Facebook
of Ernie?
Live.
Hell no. I am not jealous of Ernie.
His Facebook
Ernie don't
Live
have what
career.
Yeah, it's Facebook Live and YouTube.
Yeah. And he's not even got a foothold in either one of them.
Yeah.
He
I've
thinks
got-
he's really doing something, but that has a way of coming back at you, boy. That's
Yeah.
a good way of coming back. It's a matter of time.
Oh yeah.
But I can't wait to see those text messages, bro, to be honest with you. I really can't.
Me neither. We're going to expose some stuff.
Yeah. Because that's going to even solidify this more. And these are official. They're not altered. This is what they put as evidence.
Yep.
It's real.
I was planning on taking a day off tomorrow. You want to come back at midnight tomorrow?
We'll do it, man. Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to dig into this, dude. I want to get to the nitty gritty of it.
Yeah, we got some more stuff to. I'm going to upload some more trial stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go out of town tomorrow during the day, and I probably won't be back until in the evening.
I was going to say we'll shoot for midnight. We'll promise to go live around midnight, maybe a little bit later, but definitely tomorrow night we'll go live.
Yeah.
I just work late on Fridays and Saturdays, so.
Yeah, but we've got some information, and at first they were a little worried about their name being shown. And just right before the show started tonight, we got messages said, "Screw Ernie. Go ahead.
Yep.
You can use our name if you want to." So things are about to get real in here.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what else?
What's that?
I'm not involved in a murder.
Right. You get to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
You don't have that on your conscience. Good luck, Ernie.
Yeah.
Good luck wondering when they're going to come for you over too, dude. Good luck.
Hey guys, we're getting ready to sign off, but if you guys put some hearts in the chat for all the children who really need a hero, and you know, heroes come in all shapes and sizes, and they're real. You know, back when I was wrestling, there was this little girl from Loyal, Kentucky, which is actually the small little community where I grew up to. She was abused, and her mom would bring her to the wrestling matches, and you know she always got my autograph and always wanted to see me.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a pillow made with my picture in it, and she told her mom that nobody could bother her.
Okay.
Yep. It's people like that. They need real heroes.
Yep.
Not some jerk that mistreats women and extorts people.
Stalks and terrorizes people, man. Like
He is a real life terrorist.
he talks a lot of shit about a lot of people, man. But the scary thing is if you stop and think, he's getting this from what he's doing. He's telling you. He's showing you. He wants to play denial. That's what he's doing. He's telling you what him and his people are doing. When he was doing that thing with that little girl yesterday, it's what he looks for in children.
Yeah.
It's sick.
And he throws that little girl out all the time just for, to get views and subs. And, that ain't, if you can't be real and have subs and views and people that way, then you need to find something else to do. A hero, don't go out and tell everybody he's a hero. Right?
Yep.
You don't have to. It's just that little girl. She's grown now. I think you guys are asking about the little girl that. It was. She's grown now, and because it's been quite a while since I was healthy enough to wrestle. Scott knows. He's I do have my wrestling page. If you guys are on Facebook, it's Country Boy Jimbo Collins. Check it out. It's still up, even though I don't wrestle competitively anymore. And they said that in the trial too, that I'm a promoter, full-time job, and I got disability, but I didn't have no full-time job. We had, one event every other month or so. It's not like, we worked for the WWE. So,
Right.
But they sensationalized it, and they did a good job, man. Hey, hats off to the defense. I mean, they won.
Yep.
In my eyes, they
did
won.
their job.
Yeah. I mean, they made it look like me and Ernie were lovers. They made it look like Ernie was involved. And I think he was, man. I'm just going to be honest. Like, I never wanted to believe that, and I always stood up for him, but I never saw that video either.
Right. And I mean, that's understandable. Like I was saying earlier, you and Ernie both didn't know that they were trying to paint you guys as lovers, and that Ernie was the actual perp. And
Yeah. It sure didn't help that Ernie had his daggum gay profile on a gay men's site, you know?
I mean, but see, that shows you that Ernie, that's how he's a chameleon. That's how he can go from one thing to another. And he does.
Scott Adams said, "Did you know?" He's asking if Thelma knew that me and Ernie were lovers. Scott knows my wife too. They went to school together too. She said, "No, she's just finding out about it." She's in
News to
shock
her.
too.
I love it. That's awesome.
We might get old Scott up on the show one night. Maybe cut a promo. Scott was a wrestler too. Chemo Fatu. A good gimmick. I wanted him to do the Kamala the Ugandan giant thing, but he wouldn't do it. I don't know if he ever did, but he didn't when I was around. So no, I have not got my gun back, but I'm thinking about going down there and getting it, or at least taking some photos of it. They wouldn't sell it. It's in the evidence. Guarantee you it's in evidence. They can't sell evidence. But yeah, I may go back and get it. You know, Ernie might be in the new Brokeback Mountain movie now. He's got that cowboy hat going, and
yeah, man, he does have that going.
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever pays the bills, man. Whatever pays the bills. Or as the saying goes, $20 is $20. Yeah.
That's right. We are putting together a website. Not sure the name yet, but it's going to be all about exposing that turd muncher, and which he's getting exposed, I think, right now.
Oh yeah, it's that tide he was talking about a few weeks ago ain't where he thought it was.
No.
Like there's an undertow he didn't know about.
Right.
That's what's happening.
Yeah. And you know what? He's too stupid to see it.
Yeah, he's too stupid to quit. I've seen it said so many times in so many places over the years, dude. He just too dumb to stop, man.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, all he's got to do is go get some help, go make amends, try to lead a normal life, man. It can be done. You just got to want to. It's going to take some effort. You just got to want to.
Well, guys, one more time, throw up those hearts for those little girls and little boys who, you know, need a hero and need a hug. You know, there's those you hear about, and then there's, you know, so many more that you never hear about.
Yeah.
And, it is a real problem. It is a real problem, and you know, hopefully somebody can get some help. If you can reach one person, if one person gets help or gets saved and gets a better situation, it's worth everything you do to try to prevent it. So I guess we're going to sign off for the evening. And Matt, you got anything else?
No, man. Just if anybody needs to reach out, we do have our emails posted. I know mine is shawcross2008@gmail.com. If you need to reach out, you need help, we can point you in the direction or be an ear for you.
Yeah. And our emails are running across the screen down at the bottom. Both, I think yours and mine too. So I've got two that we can use, but I tried to make them simple. So,
and if you message us, we will get back to you. I think every person knows that and can vouch for that. So
yeah, I've got some people, you know, that send me phone numbers, and we're talking on the phone, and you know, we don't care to talk to you on the phone or email, text, however you want to do it.
Just remember to report the crime. If he's harassing, stalking, anything of that nature, go and report it. Follow through. Get that paper trail going.
Yeah.
It's going to take that to get this done. It's been overlooked too long. So we're here to help if you need it. You guys have a good night. Thanks for coming out, supporting us, what we're doing. We're doing it for you, so it's nice to see a good turnout. It really is.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
You guys tomorrow around midnight. We'll post the show and send out links. So much love and respect. Thank you guys for coming tonight.